All right, welcome back, everyone.
Good to see you.
Yeah, great to be here, Jim. We're God, that voice was like way too good, I think. Yeah. So what I love about Yoshi's Island though, is that everything is baby
Yeah.
except for Yoshi, because like Yoshi is like
Yoshi's eternal.
Yoshi doesn't.
Oh,
His biology is. He could swallow you whole with his wet, sticky tongue, and then you'd be fine.
That's enough. That's enough. No gaping maws.
You can't. You can't. Well, you said that. You introduced the word.
Of course.
I didn't say it.
Yeah. Well, I had to.
Well, I was thinking about the Ben Shapiro thing that was like, "Dear liberals," just because I want to be swallowed whole by Yoshi doesn't mean I'm into vor. And of course, that was really detailed. It had like sticky tongue and maw. And I always tell Max, I don't want you to say the word maw ever. I just never want to hear it. Okay. You can be into vor, I guess. Whatever. I don't care. I don't want to hear the word maw though. It's awful.
It's barely a word, but it hurts.
Yeah, it's only 3 letters, and it rhymes with real words like saw and paw. Actually, let's not say paw either.
Yeah. That's also some bad vibes.
I don't know. We gotta wait.
Okay.
So did you have to do anything to activate those? Just step on them and
oh my goodness!
Oh my god! The Wario from Mario Party, they had to localize change it, because he just goes, "Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!" It's taking me for a ride.
Look at his face.
he
did not look prepared. Are these stages a little bit longer?
Yeah, well, the last stage is super long, if I remember right. Because
that's fine.
You have to go through like 4 different...
This is our 5th episode today. We recorded 7 last time. 7's a good number for a couple reasons. It keeps us to like 2-ish hours usually. Because 15 goes into 8, right?
Yeah.
15 goes into 2 hours and you get 8, but the in-between time usually adds up to 1 more, so it's 7. But I also just tend to feel tired after that, so...
Right,
Kyle was like, how much did you guys record the first time? Like 7 hours? And I was like, he said that really casually. And I was like, no, it was just 2. He was like, oh, okay. I didn't question him on it. I was like, 7 hours? What the fuck? Like,
so long.
Yeah, no, I feel like we just couldn't, right? Like,
no way.
What would we have to be playing to record for 7 hours? Like Persona or something?
Persona.
Because it's so long, we'd have to make the episodes like 45 minutes each.
Yeah.
And that would be kind of a drain.
Oh yeah, I'd be so...
I can definitely just talk for that long. I don't know if I can be interesting or funny for that long, though.
Yeah, that's a bit of a task, you know?
I'm thinking about... I don't know why. I'm like thinking about really mundane things that end up being funny. And yesterday... So I'm wearing these shorts again. I spilled water on them yesterday to let them dry. Mm-hmm. But I spilled water like right here. So it literally soaked everything. Like the shirt, I had to change underwear. I had to change everything. It was very unfortunate, yeah. I had to do some laundry because I have work in the next 4 days in a row, so I need to make sure I have clean stuff.
Yeah, that's poopy.
That's fine. So I don't have full shifts on any of the days, so.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll just go in and make some cash. Yeah, but the last episode we did last time, we talked about weird customers at work.
Oh,
or we talked about like common crazies, right?
Yeah, like the regulars.
But I'm gonna talk about some weird transactions I've had. So one of my first week, this lady comes in, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, meat goes on sale all the time at grocery stores because we have to get rid of it because it goes bad, right?
Yeah, it gets rancid.
It goes bad. And you can't preserve it for very long. So this lady comes through. This was the week before the 4th of July, so people were buying meat like crazy. But this lady comes in pretty late, like maybe 8 p.m. She has hundreds of dollars of meat. Hundreds.
Huh.
And I ring up all her stuff. She probably had like $500 total, but like 400 of it was just all all these different kinds of meat, right? Like ribs, steaks, everything you can think of. None of it on its own was particularly expensive meat. There was just so much of it. And like, I already bagged it and everything. And then she was like, "Oh, she looked at it and she was like, why is it that much?" And I was like, "Oh, you didn't put in like a phone number with us." And she was like, "Oh, you have that, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, like, sure, do you want a card?" And she's like, "No, I just want you to ring up one for me," which is like, that's annoying, but we can do it. I already knew she was going to be a problematic customer, so I just did it. Like, we're just allowed to do that. That saved her $150. So her total is still $350, and she's like, "How is it that much?" And I was like, "You bought." I didn't say this. I like went and got my like supervisor, and he was like, "What's the problem?" And she's like, "Oh, it's too much." And he was like, like, "What do you mean? Our card saved you $150. Like, he was like, it's meat. It costs a lot. Like, meat is generally pretty expensive. It's like, usually like $10 sometimes it's like $10 a pound. It's that expensive.
It's
not that expensive, but it's like,
it depends
usually
on the type of meat.
You buy like a typical thing of meat, you're gonna be paying usually about $10 like minimum, right?
Yeah,
that's just how it goes. And so supervisor got kind of pissed at him, got kind of annoyed with her, so she just took off a bunch of it, maybe like 150 of it, so it was around like 200, right?
Okay.
And then she bought it and left, right?
Yeah.
She comes back later, buys one pineapple with all coins. This was like a half hour later. Buys just a pineapple with coins and then leaves.
Okay.
People that pay with non-quarter coins that are like over $5, they just hand me like 100 dimes. I'm like, "Oh my god, please."
I hate this. People used to do that at McDonald's like all
I can imagine. I really do imagine like toothless homeless people like dumping coins onto the counter at McDonald's. Not like toothless. That's unfair.
It's just
not even like homeless. That's also unfair. Sometimes people are just annoying with the way they pay.
Yeah. McDonald's was very bad with
homeless people pay with cash like majority of the time. Not that I can always tell that they're homeless, but usually you can.
Yeah.
There's usually a little smell, I'd say. Not to be unfair, Homeless people have it rough. I'm not trying to be unfair to them, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're really struggling here. Anyway, interesting story. So, we had a guy at work one day, and I was, it was a busy Saturday, so all our check stands had checkers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I hear behind me, one of the checkers is ringing somebody up, and he goes, "Wow, that's a lot." And because the guy asked for, I learned later, 3 gift cards with $500 each on them. Did I tell you the story?
I believe so, yeah.
So the guy got 3 like Target like baby gift cards, which is just like, that's just the design of the gift card, right? You can use it any way you want, right?
Yeah.
And so he just spent $1,500. Like $500 is the max you can put on a gift card, right?
Yeah.
So he just spent $1,500 and left. Apparently he was already through there once at a different check stand and did the exact same thing. He came to my check stand last, and his card wasn't going through. And he was like, "I just put money in this account, though. This shouldn't be happening." And that was pretty suspicious. So I called my manager, who was just over at customer service, and he was like, and I was like, the payment's not processing or whatever, but this guy's like spending $500 on these gift cards, and he was like, are you suspicious at all? And I was like, not really. Like he seems, the guy seems fine. He was paying with a debit. He presented his ID with his debit as well. Okay. So I knew it was him, right? I could tell.
Yeah, there was like.
So his card just wouldn't process. My manager comes over, tries it again. We were getting this error that's like unable to process. I don't know if you ever got that at McDonald's, but it just means the card isn't working. There's something wrong on their end, not our end.
Mm-hmm.
But it eventually worked, and he was like. It eventually worked, and he was, and then the guy went on his way, and I was like, yeah, that was really bizarre. Like he just, and we learned, as I said, we learned later he did it 3 times.
Yeah.
But so we did, at the end of my shift, we did a report. Like all the checkers that were there, we did a report on what happened. Our manager wrote it up.
Yeah.
Because that was just really weird. Like, my manager's theory was that he was getting scammed, and somebody was like, go get me gift cards, right, or I'll leak your information, right?
Yeah.
That theory makes sense to me, because it doesn't see that what's happening with that circle. It's an enemy. It's like locking onto you. Yeah. So, but what didn't make sense to me about that is that my dad was like, oh, he probably was like doing some kind of fraud thing, and I was like, I don't know, Dad. Like, I don't know why you would spend money on like a debit, right?
Yeah.
Also, I don't think we can do gift cards that big on credit, so yeah. I don't have any. I do not have any credit cards yet. You have a debit, I assume, right?
Oh yeah.
You have one.
I have one.
I also have one. Mine expires next year, but I'll probably get a credit card soon because building credit is a good thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This kind of looks like hell.
Yeah.
That first stage also kind of looked like hell.
This is. I mean, it's just long and tedious.
I feel like we talk like bad about games we like a lot. And it's like, oh, I love this game. It's awesome. But then like you call like over half of the areas in it like annoying or bad. I feel like I've done that with Sekiro like a lot. Because I've played Sekiro 5 times, so I like know the game inside and out. But I still get lost sometimes, and I still have to like fight annoying enemies, and I still get like shot off a cliff from a mile away.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is annoying. Do you remember the gun fort part of Sekiro?
Yeah. Oh,
where you jump in and there's like
got lucky with
there's like 20 gun people shooting at you. Did you fight the mini boss there with the gun?
What is it? The snake.
The snake eyes that like she pulls you into the gun and then shoots you and one shots you.
I cheesed the shit out of her.
How? What'd you do?
No, I'm thinking of the one in the pit, which is like the same
pit.
boss.
Yeah, that one can just die to poison.
Yeah.
Which is some serious cheese.
I think I skipped it because I hated that area.
Yeah, somehow when you're a guy with a sword and there's like 20 people with guns shooting at you, it's not very fun. It's like, oops.
Bloodborne.
Oops, I brought a samurai sword. Okay.
Yeah, well that's how it goes.
I don't know what's wrong with my Steam interface for this game, because when me and Kyle were playing Neptunia yesterday, Chase sent us the message, anime was a mistake. Like while we were recording, and I saw it fine. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but that was kind of funny. I think we're pretty close to wrapping this episode up, and the next one might be the last one. What do you think?
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
This is the second act.
We got a couple more minutes of this one, so it's fine. I'm trying to hone in on when I'm going to record with other people. I think me and Van are going to play Mario Odyssey. That's what I'm thinking.
That's a good game.
Yeah, and I actually, because I was watching the Game Grumps played a little bit like a couple months ago, I opened it again and got some more moons.
Nice.
It actually is pretty fun, just like wandering around collecting moons. It's not tedious like the green stars in Mario Galaxy 2 are.
Yeah.
Do you remember those? They're just like everywhere, and they're in the most obnoxious locations possible.
They're terrible.
They're just really super annoying. What if they made a Sonic game that was just like a Mario game where you collected stars, like a 3D game? It'd be obviously a huge ripoff. What if you collected like rings, like big colorful rings, like in Secret Rings?
Well, that's what they did, right?
Yeah, but that there's just one ring in each world. I mean, like in that one, it's like, oh, I go to a world, there's 7 like yellow or like orange rings I have to collect or something, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd play it. I'd hope it'd be like not just a complete ripoff, but it'd feel like one for sure.
Absolutely.
It's like they made Sonic Shuffle, which is like this obvious Mario Party ripoff that nobody really was that big a fan of.
Yeah.
The problem with like the Dreamcast is they tried. Well, first of all, they were already gonna fail. But how did he hit you? Where is he?
It kind of locks onto you from wherever they are.
So you have to kill the enemy before he locks on.
Or you have to get.
It's like outrun it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the Dreamcast was already set up to fail, but when you make a game like Sonic Shuffle, it's kind of obvious you're just trying to be you're trying to be what your competitor is, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that doesn't, and Sonic succeeded because it was not what Mario was. It was different.
It's supposed to be cooler than school, you know?
It was cooler than school, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm using the 90s lingo.
I mean, I don't know, is cool for school 90s lingo.
I always thought it was. Maybe it's 80s.
No, that's kind of 90s. All right. When you give us hit us with a pause.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Oh my!
I just got to a checkpoint, so it's fine.
It's fine. I just got squished again. Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
Adios.